Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Your evening last night, I always like to check in on you. How was your evening, Cande, yesterday?
It was okay. I'm just going to give it an okay, and let's leave it at that.
It was nothing special last night, huh?
No.
What'd you have to order in fast food?
I had tomato soup with some leftover rice and some leftover greens that Brian had made in the soup. It was very good.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
It was nice. It was a good night for a bowl of soup, but that's it. So I have to say.
That's it.
Might have had a little argument. I'm not going to talk about it. Let's leave it there.
Can we tell what the topic is or no?
Grooming Tilly.
Oh, what? Oh, come on. This is good. Please. This is not a real personal matter. You can share. What's the deal with grooming Tilly? Let's hear it.
He wants to do it, and he did it already once, and she looked like she had the mange. Then he started last night. I begged him and asked him. He didn't stop. He started to do it. I flipped my wig.
Oh, my God. See, that's a little much. That is a little,
Yep.
like...
I went crazy.
Don't you have a professional groomer you like to take her to?
Of course I have a professional groomer I like to take her to.
You're whispering. I love it. And by the way, if nobody knows this, Brian also likes to sleep late. Yes, Brian.
Yeah,
Brian is still in bed. Come on, Brian. Wake up. Your lovely Cande has been up since 3:30 in the morning.
Yes,
please.
yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now, I will say
Here's what bothered me.
Okay, go ahead.
So in the relationship book of what not to do, relationships are compromises, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you give in, sometimes you don't. But when someone asks you repeatedly not to do something, it's the best thing that you say, you know what? Not going to do it today.
Right. Especially when you're trying to groom a dog. This is not, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, let's say you're both driving in the car and you say, Brian, I think the direction is right. And he says, no, I think it's left. We're going to go left. That's a little different. When, you can argue about that. When you grab a woman's dog and you start grooming it when you're not a groomer.
Right.
That's a problem, Cande.
Big problem.
Oh, my goodness.
I went ballistic.
Wow. It's funny. I was thinking the last couple days to get my dogs groomed before Thanksgiving. Get them a little trim. We might just bathe them, but I see the hair going over their eyes and stuff. I might have to get them a little trim.
Now, she had a great bath that he gave her yesterday, but then things turned awry.
Things turned bad quickly, from bad to worse very quickly. Well, I'm sorry you're going through that.
It's a fight.
Well, listen, it's your dog. This is
I had to get out. I had to go out and take a walk because I was going to tear his face off. That's all. Very simple.
This is the love of your life. Now,
well, listen. Everybody fights, everybody argues, but if someone asks you repeatedly not to do something, stop what you're doing and think about it.
Agreed. Oh, listen, I am sorry. It'll be fine today. You'll figure it out, and maybe you'll steal her and take her to a real groomer to get her fixed up. So yesterday, my parents' anniversary is coming up November 24th. And
right.
every year, me and my sisters, we decide what to send them. Nothing crazy.
Well, wasn't it lobster?
Yes.
That was a good gift.
You're good, yeah.
I'm good, yes.
So Amy, me and Dina will send Amy money, and Amy will do the sending, okay?
Of course.
So, right, she's the most responsible. There's no doubt. Although Dina might.
Not like you saying that.
Yeah, right, So, we decided, we have lobster rolls one year, peanut butter and jelly pack one year.
That was cute.
They love their PB&J. So we couldn't figure it out. Amy goes searching, and she found a basket of halva. You know halva?
Of course I know halva. It's my mother's favorite.
Yes. I have not had, probably in 20 years, I have not had a piece.
I haven't had it in a long time as well, and it's really fattening.
Yeah, well, it's right. I mean, it's like, right?
Well, it's like ground sesames.
Yeah.
With a bunch of sugar and other stuff.
Yes.
And it's like a candy.
Yes, absolutely. It's like eating a bar of fudge. I mean, it's the same thing, basically.
Like that, exactly.
Yeah, so they got it. It was FedEx. They got it yesterday. And this was the response from my father when Amy was, did you try it? Do you have any?
There's all different flavors.
Right. So we sent like a pack of like, I don't know, it was 5 or 6 different flavors in there. And his response was a little different than the flavor we are used to. But good. We'll try a third piece later. Had the pistachio and chocolate so far. By the way, you caught the phrase, a little different than the flavor we are used to.
He should have been a diplomat.
Yeah, well, that was his diplomatic way of saying,
Yes,
this is
not
awful.
good.
This is
Really,
terrible.
He sent us this.
Yes,
We
and-
have our own regular flavor we like.
And after pressing him on this, I pressed a little bit. He said, well, it's the thought that counts. I cannot tell a lie. It's a 7.5 out of 10. We will see how the rest are later. So,
Oh, that's hysterical. Go, Papa.
yeah, maybe not. And by the way, your name was mentioned on the text.
Me?
Yes.
I had nothing to do with this.
Yes. No, your name was mentioned because he wrote a curse word in there. Hold on.
Ooh, I've never seen that.
My father said this one-liner is for you, Cande. This is what he says.
Ooh.
He says, "We as children, we peaked at the lobster rolls. That was our peak gift. Like as
That was the peak gift. And you know what? You probably should just give them that every year.
right." And he wanted
You know when
to know
hit
that.
something good.
Yes.
I hear you and I agree. I mean, the lobster rolls was phenomenal.
Well, he specifically mentioned your name in the text. He said, "This
Thank
one's
you.
for Cande.
Yes.
You peaked at the lobster roll." So maybe next
There
year.
you go.
Yeah, we're back to it.
Back to lobster rolls. You're not going to top that.
My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.